Hi guys, today I thought we could have a go at designing our own cartoon character. And what I've found out from looking at how people design these characters is that usually what they do is they pick some basic shapes that they want to use that they can repeat over and over again so that it's not difficult to draw your cartoon in a different style if you want to. So I want my character to be a humorless duck. That's my starting point. Humorless duck. That's his character name, even perhaps, so even shortened to HD. Humorless duck. And I thought, well, I need something that I can repeat over and over again in a simple fashion. So I thought maybe if I start with like a really simple kind of shape like that. Can you see that on the screen? Alright, it's very faint, but you get the idea. So it's a very simple shape. Could be like the end of a cucumber or something like that. And I want to make him look duck-like straight away. And I thought I'd give him some tuft of feathers, almost like a little crown up there. And for the beak part, which where a lot of his expression is going to come from, I thought if I sort of sketch out a shape a little bit like a cucumber, like this kind of thing. There's my second shape that I'm going to go on. Now this is all in pencil. We could potentially rub this out later, but in the meantime I'm doing the pencil lines a little bit harder than I normally would, so you can see it on the video. Then the other place that cartoon expressions come from is their eyes and their eyebrows. I want my guy to be completely humorless, so I'm going to start off with just a single eyebrow like this and straight across. He doesn't find the world funny at all, so I'm going to give him some eyes, a kind of exaggerated size, like they want to be not too small. A real duck obviously has its eyes on either side of the head, but we're not aiming for reality here, we're aiming for a cartoon character. Then say I can sort of show the direction where he's looking just by putting some dots in there. So he's looking there, and then to get some expression into it, I'll put a bit of a kind of displeased look on his beak like that. And there I have the basis for my cartoon character. Then, obviously this is just the start of it. Now there's a line there that I would rub out later on. But to get the look of it, I can go over it in Sharpie, and I'll speed this up in the video. There we go, humorless duck. Now, once I've got my basic drawing, I can sort of play with it a little bit. And so maybe I want to see what he looks like as a whole body. Because this could be one panel of my cartoon. Maybe he's judging somebody or finding something not funny at all. So, what would happen, excuse us, there he is. What would happen if I change things around a little bit? Maybe I just want to have a play. This is an old bit of paper, you can see the specs and stuff on there, but it won't matter for the sketch. I want to start with the same idea. So I've got my kind of almost like a cucumber shape going on there, and then I can use the picture that I've done before as a bit of a reference too, just make sure I'm on the right sort of on the right way, and then I'm going to give him a kind of another cucumber looking thing for his beak. I may refine it as I go along, maybe it's too long, or maybe it looks funny being long. And maybe I could play with the old eyebrows a little bit. He's looking a bit grumpy in this one. And forget his tuft, don't forget the tuft there, and then super grumpy look there. What am I going to do for his body? Well, I thought the simplest thing to do that I could recreate over and over again is sort of think of an oval or a football shape, maybe like that. Could be too close. We're kind of going to exaggerate his neck there a little bit, so maybe I could just sketch that again, angle it down a little bit, but keep with the football idea, and sketch that down there, maybe curve that off there, give him another tuft for his for his tail feathers there. Maybe he's floating in the water. So straight away I've got a very simple sort of duck. I could even, if I wanted to show feathers, I could do another curve like that. Maybe I could play around with the idea of giving him a collar, like some ducks have. I think, to me, that complicates it a wee bit. I probably may not go with that, unless you wanted to do something ridiculous, like give him a collar and tie, maybe. How would you do that? Don't know. I think that overcomplicates it. I'd probably avoid that, because you want to be able to draw it quickly. The whole point of the cartoon is so you can get into your joke as quickly as possible. So then, just pick the lines that you want. We've kept a similar sort of design language going there. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, you could have a go yourself, see what you think. You might want to start with an animal like my grumpy duck here. You may want to do a person. What if I want to do a person? Well, I can use the same basic ideas. So this is my animal drawing here. But what if it was a person? What if I wanted to have a go at making somebody more human? I could still do the same thing. Use basic geometric shapes to get me started. So you'll notice this in a lot of cartoons. Places like The Simpsons, that sort of thing, they'll start with like a cylinder and that becomes Homer's head. But say you just want to play around. So this is quite a common one that people use, as like a triangle shape that's kind of rounded off there. Cartoon faces typically have unusually big eyes and very simple nose, so something like that. Maybe in this case I want him to be, say, a little boy. Now I've still got my triangle thing there. I've tried to keep it easy to recreate, but he doesn't look quite right. Maybe he needs something to make him a bit more distinctive. Now something like that you could recreate over and over again without too much drama, and you've kept it really simple. So you've got this very simple triangular shape to start with. Circle, 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 half a circle, half a circle, half a circle, half a circle, and then this is kind of just like a cloud. You could have some fun doing colours with it later. I may want to either put like an extra dot in there or just colour that in. Maybe it's too much, but it could be too big. But get the idea. Now, often in cartoons they do make them cross-eyed. It looks cuter, but you don't have to do that. Eyebrows give expression. So at this stage, if I wanted to make him look open and friendly, I can just go just a couple of lines above there, and then I've got a cartoon character that vaguely resembles something. The idea though is I can repeat that again and again, and I can make that into a story. This could be one of the characters. Maybe another character or his friend has a different shape that I can repeat over and over again. Maybe his head is square or looks like a cylinder to start with, a bit like a Simpsons character. Anyway, have some fun with it. Do play with colours as well. I've kept it black and white to keep it simple, but you can use colour to exaggerate features. You might want to deliberately do people's faces with non-human colours just to avoid any kind of that's definitely a certain race or another. So you can have like the Muppets do, they deliberately make their characters all sorts of different colours. So have a go, see what you come up with.